How you doing, good people of YouTube? Doesn't that just warm your heart? That's a beautiful look. Microsoft stock. It all went down since the release of Jeffrey Epstein's files. Can't click on that. No charge available. 5 days. Nothing. 1 month. Nothing. 6 months. Straight downwards. From 500 to 420. 430. 1 year. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Claims made about his conduct in the Epstein files in an interview with Nine News Australia. Here's what he had to say.
It's factually true that I was only at dinners. I never went to the island. I never met any women. And so, the more that comes out, the more clear it'll be that although the time was a mistake, it had nothing to do with that kind of.
Look at him. Look at him trying to excuse everything. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. There's no going back. You cooked.
Behavior.
Kinsey, his former wife, has also been speaking out. What has she had to say?
She said we should put some pressure on her ex-husband to talk, to have to answer some pretty tough questions. She's saying, yeah, I think.
What about that mail where he got an STD from a Russian hooker? Did he forget about that?
That I'm loving this negative attention, quite frankly.
Yeah.
This will be
Yeah,
a
me
problem
too.
for Bill Gates in the future, whether you believe him or not. Once false information is out there, it can persist in memory. This is science. It persists in memory even after people know it's false. It's a phenomenon sometimes referred to as belief perseverance. People may remember the content, but forget whether it was debunked, leading to that lingering influence. These headlines have been so sensational that some have already consumed them as truth, and there's no turning back. This is horrible for his legacy.
Quite frankly,
absolutely. He's made emphatic denials about a lot of these allegations, but he also wants the public to believe that he was fairly naive in his dealings with Jeffrey Epstein, and this is a man who's considered by many a genius. He's a billionaire. He built this massive company. And normally those people aren't naive, but he does emphatically deny any wrongdoing. Now, GB News has sent a reporter to Billie Eilish's mansion to question her about her stolen land. Grammys rant after the local Indigenous tribe said in a statement that the complex is located on their land, their ancestral land, and that the singer had failed to contact them about it. Here's how the attempt to
yeah, we're not gonna watch that. Yeah, Bill Gates. Let's see how you come back from that. Let's see. Let's be honest, he did have a legacy. After building that, he did. But yeah, he destroyed it himself. King of the lizards. I mean, not bad. King of the lizards. Oh, boys. You're killing me with it. The gates of hell. Yeah. Let's see if there was anything else. I'm one of the only people who still calls it Twitter. Bill Gates says he regrets every minute spent with Jeffrey Epstein, calling the relationship a mistake after millions of new documents were released. He denies allegation referenced in draft emails from Epstein's account. Yeah, now you do. Can you imagine that? Epstein claimed Bill Gates so cheap he left Russian mistress broke. Can you imagine that? I can. Actually, I can. That's something else. That with the pandemic, man. I mean, like, that's a whole different story. You can't just play simulations on the population with your viruses. That's just, bro. Oh my god, man. Honestly, I'm so done.
Brings me to Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know what your relationship with him was.
Yeah, I met Jeffrey in 2011. So over a period of 3 years, I had a number of dinners with him. The focus was always, he knew a lot of very rich people, and he was saying he could get them to give money to global health. You know, in retrospect, that was a dead end, and I've said many times, but I'll say again, I was foolish to spend time with him. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him.
You've no doubt seen the allegations, including some of them from the last 24 to 48 hours. Are they true?
No, apparently Jeffrey wrote an email to himself. That email was never sent. The email is, false. So I don't know what his thinking was there. You know, was he trying to,
Yeah. Yeah, sure, Gates.
attack me in
Yeah,
some
sure,
way?
Billy boy.
But, it just reminds me, every minute I spent with him, I regret and I, apologize that I did that.
The problem is some of the things that he has sent and some of the information about other people that has come up in those files has been true. Why would he do this and say this about you, do you think?
It's factually true that I was only at dinners. I never went to the island. I never met any women. And so, the more that comes out, the more clear it'll be that although the time was a mistake, it had nothing to do with that kind of behavior.
Is it frustrating to you, given what you've said, that this is now happening?
Not really. I mean, people should,
Guys, it's
hold
such a shit show.
people who are successful to a very high bar. And so, it's, as these documents come out, they're going to be closely scrutinized.
Let's see
Every
if that actually happens. Let's see. I mean, like, even his wife spoke out.
minute I spent with him, I regret and I, apologize.
Apologize for what? You didn't do anything, right? I mean, like, if that was the case, like, comment, and subscribe, turn on notification, do all that good stuff. See you in the next one. Peace.